Hello, everyone. I've been encouraging my staff over the last couple weeks to try some new things, learn some new things. So this is my attempt. This will be the first time I've ever done kind of one of these broadcasts, video email broadcasts. So bear with me, and hopefully you like it. And we'll try to do this again, hopefully more successfully next time. But anyway. I want to give you kind of our weekly operations update. As most of you know, Governor issued a stay-at-home order for the state that began on Saturday. What does that mean for us in terms of what can be open and what can be closed? Basically, the only thing that we offer here that's considered an essential service is carry-out food service. So in the restaurant, very much like we've been doing the last 2 weeks. Basically nothing will change with that. We'll continue to do that. The thing that does affect us more than anything is we have a couple retail shops here, the Pro Shop and the Tennis Cabin, and those are considered non-essential. So we cannot have anybody in the building basically for any of those services until this order ends. So that's sort of the main update that I wanted to give you on the state of can you come here, what you can do inside the buildings. Basically nothing at this point. As far as those activities go, part of the governor's directive did call for, outdoor activities and encourage people to still get outside, still get some exercise, do those kind of things. So I've spent the weekend doing a little research on what that meant for golf, tennis, pickleball, things like that. With other clubs around the state, other golf professionals, and looking all over the place to try to find things on Racket. But basically what it comes down to is the governor's office has said that golf we can do with, certain social distancing protocols in place. Same with tennis and pickleball. So what does that mean at this point? It means basically follow those CDC guidelines. At least as far as Racket goes, that's all we have open. So maintain the social distancing, make sure that you're staying at least 6 feet apart, don't share equipment, wipe down your equipment before you leave, all those kind of things. So if those things are in place, governor's office has confirmed that we can in fact do those sports. So that's good news. We are a little bit fortunate that we don't have golf yet. So there are some other clubs in the state that do, and they're kind of adjusting day by day to what these governor's orders mean and what protocols they're putting in place to ensure that the requirements of doing this are actually happening. So we have our own list that we've started to create. We're talking to other people in the state on a day-to-day basis, seeing what they're doing, finding out what's working, what's not. But basically, whatever it is that we do with either one of those operations, it needs to be done with basically no contact. So, it's going to be all member charges, no guests, stuff like that. But we will get that out in the next couple days as we get that information complete and we have a solid foundation to go on and what those protocols should be. So, look for that in the next couple of days. As I mentioned, the carryout service will continue as it has. We'll be open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We do have, a much narrowed down a la carte menu that's online, and then we will continue every night to offer a different kind of family meal that you can take home, put in your oven, and 20-30 minutes later you've got a complete meal. So those will be up on the website either later today, I'm thinking, or tomorrow. But those have been really popular, and I think we've got a pretty good system down now where we can execute all that stuff with a very, very minimal staff. So again, we've had tremendous support for that. It's just been incredible. So thank you all for those of you that are continuing to order curbside. As the weeks go on, like I said, we get better and better at that. But I commend all of our staff for input, thinking of ideas, execution, all those things. We basically turned our food and beverage operation around 180 degrees in 4 days. So through a little trial and error that first week, I think we have got that in a really good spot last week, and we'll continue to adapt and adjust with those things. So just speaking of that, obviously Easter, a big celebration for us. It's a time when we usually have 400 or 500 people here. That can't happen this year. So what are we doing? Again, we're looking at doing a carry-out Easter menu. It'll be very similar to what we do for Thanksgiving, where you come pick it up a day or two. We give you heating instructions, all the product, put it together on Easter, and it's all done. So Chef Dan is working again on that menu. Should be ready to go later today or tomorrow, but look out for an email on that. And again, we're just having to adapt to what's been given. So hopefully that helps some people, and like I said, we're here to just provide whatever service we can. So look for that in the next couple days. Beyond that, something else that we've got in the works, we've got online ordering. It's currently at our software company. They're working on attaching it to the website, a little bit of development type of thing, but definitely by the end of April, that'll be in place. So I'm hoping that it's ready to go in the next week or two, but I know we will still be in the situation of doing carry-out only when that happens. So again, that'll be something that'll be new to us, and we'll adapt to as it goes, but I think it'll be a great benefit, not only during this time period when we can only do carry-out, but when we get back open to regular operations. Obviously, carry-out's proven to be very successful for us, so I anticipate that'll be something that probably continues even after we're back to normal operations. So that's exciting, and that's coming, like I said, in the next couple weeks. But we'll make sure to get that information out to you when that time comes. Beyond that, like I said, the clubhouse is basically closed. So the best way to get a hold of any of us is, again, go to the website, find that management team tab. All of our email addresses are contained there. Put a link to that site in this email. But at that point, once we get contact, we can certainly put together a face-to-face chat or any kind of a call or anything like that if we need to communicate more. But certainly email is the preferred way to communicate with us at this point, other than for ordering carryout. So, communication, again, one of my top priorities. So any way we can help out with that, we would like to do. So even if you have questions about how I'm doing this video or how to do these face-to-face meetings, we've got people that have been doing it for weeks now, so we're happy to help in any way we can. And even if it's just technical support, we're happy to do it at this point. So again, talking about food and beverage operation, we've been in this thing for a couple weeks now. Unfortunately, because we're not an a la carte dining restaurant anymore, we did have to furlough a number of our front of house staff, and we've been keeping in constant communication with them. And as we've said before, all the service charges that we've been collecting during this time period on carryout, all that will go to those affected people in the form of wages on their paycheck Friday. So hopefully you feel great about that. We've also asked for some other types of assistance, and the contributions that you guys have given have been just nothing short of amazing. So at this point, I think we've collected about $11,000 for our employee assistance fund. We have had some requests to use that fund, and up to this point, we've been able to meet every request. So again, that's all about you guys. That's all about Riverside, the spirit of this club, the spirit of the members, the spirit of the employees. It's all about each other. It always is at clubs, but no time has that been more true than, during the last couple weeks. So again, as I've said before, a club is there's buildings, there's greens, there's physical plants, but what all clubs are really about is the people. So again, I can't thank you enough for what you've done, really for all of us, but particularly in supporting those that have really been the toughest hit financially by this. So, I just want to thank you again. In closing, I guess, just like I said, I've been following this. I just want to make sure that everybody is staying home as much as possible, keeping their distance from others. I realize there's groceries that have to get bought, and there is exercise that needs to be done in those things. But please protect yourselves. We've got nothing if we don't have our health. Gallatin County is, leading the state. Hopefully we'll start to see that number go down. But really, the top priority right now is safety. So if you don't feel good, if you need curbside pickup, anything like that, drop off, let us know. But, please take care of yourself and take care of others. So, again, like I said, that's the most important thing. So beyond that, other priorities right now are just being in constant communication, both with the membership and with the employees. So we'll continue to do that. Hopefully you're getting the information you need. If you're not, let me know. That's all we want to do, is try to keep you informed, keep you up to date on what's going on. Things are kind of changing constantly, so hopefully these messages are not getting annoying, but I feel like we just need to keep doing them. We do a daily department head meeting, so all of our employees are up to date on what's going on at the club and the current state of affairs. And we're also reaching out to those furloughed employees and trying to keep in constant communication with them because we will need them back when we reopen. So, and then finally, my last priority is making sure that we get to a point where we can safely reopen. So I know that's everybody's hope. We all want this to be over sooner than later. So again, stay positive out there. Hopefully get some sunshine one of these days, and the snow is almost gone. So we're still looking forward to a great summer, even though it's going to be different than what we expected. I know it's still going to be great, and appreciate all that you guys have done for us, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.